Good morning, students. Welcome to the class 10th social science geography part. In that, we were already started resource and development, isn't it? We were already started resource and development, and one session already got over. Okay, so today let us continue the rest. In that, in the previous class we studied about what is the resource, what are the resource, from where we get the resource. In that, biotic and abiotic region, and renewable and non-renewable resource, and on the basis of ownership, individual and community, national, international resource. We studied. Today we are going to study about development resource. What is that? Development of resources. See, resources are vital for human survival as well as for maintaining the quality of life. It was believed that the resources are free gift of nature. As a result, human beings use them indiscriminately, and this has led to the following major problems. See, resources are the vital for human survival and to maintaining the quality of life of human, and we are utilizing it very properly. And because of indiscriminately using these kind of resources, natural resources, that led to the following of major problems. We are facing some of the problems using the resources indiscriminately. What is that? See, depletion of resource of satisfying the greed of a few individuals. See, this is a one major problem. Depletion of resources for satisfying the greed of a few individuals only, and accumulation of resource in few hands, which in turn divided the society into two segments. Example, haves and have nots, or rich and poor. See, these natural resources are there, no? See, every individual person cannot be utilizing it, have it. So these natural resources are used by some of the people. Only few people are satisfying with that, and few people are utilizing it. So because of that, our society, it is divided into two segments, rich and poor. And so poorer will be a poorer, working a poorer, he will not be a developed economically, socially, and his status and his condition. A rich one will be richer, he will be earning more and more, utilizing the resources, and that satisfaction he will be getting very properly. Like that. See, indiscriminate exploitation. And by using this resource, we are spoiling the environment. How? See, using the more number of any resources, that led to the exploitation. The exploitation of resources has led to the global economic ecological crisis. See, global ecological crisis is happened because of the using more and more resources which we get from the earth or naturally. Neither it's earth nor naturally. Global warming is happening, the ozone layer is depletion happening, environmental pollution and land degradation is happening. See, we have a resource. If we keep cutting the trees, what happens? Land degradation happens. If we keep cutting the trees and developing the cities and establishing the more and more factories, environmental pollution will happen. And using the more and more vehicles is how you see, using the more vehicles is also the vehicle we get it from the resource only. See, we get the iron from the nature only, metals from the nature, resources that we converted into a metal, then we made some of the parts, and finally we get the vehicles that will live. What we are using the fuel, petrol, diesel and all to the vehicles is also natural resource. By using the natural resource, we are exploiting, we are spoiling the nature again. Because of that, global ecological crisis happen, global warming is happen because of the more and more factories and using the air conditioner and refrigerators, and ozone layer is getting depletion, environmental population is happening, and land degradation is happening more and more. Means we are completely spoiling the nature by using the nature resource. So because of this, here it is, an equitable distribution of resource has become essential for the sustained quality of life and global peace. If the present trend of resource depletion by a few individuals and countries continues, the future of our planet is in danger. So, if we are using like this only, equitably distribution of resource, what the essential sustained quality of life we want, if we are leading it, definitely in the present trend, what the depletion is happening, the few individuals, countries continues, the future of our planet is in danger. If we keep using like this only, definitely our future generation will face a lot of problems and the whole planet will become in the danger. Now already global warming is happening and whole global is facing the problem. Now only it's happening, in the future leave that. And therefore the resource planning is essential for the sustainable existence of all the form of life. Sustainable existence is component of sustainable development. So because of this, how to control these, how to develop, how to make it a proper plan, because of this, what they plan, proper resource planning we want. The proper resource planning is essential for sustainable existence. So sustainable existence component of sustainable development. So if you planned properly, if you're using it properly, definitely it will be helpful for us also. We can save our earth also, we can save our planet also, we can save some resource for our future generation also. Because of this, sustainable development, sustainable economic development means development should take place without damaging the environment, and development in the present should not compromise with the needs of the future generation. What is sustainable development means? It's a very simple thing. Development should take place without damaging the environment and without spoiling or compromising the future generation. Everything they should also get, and we should also save our environment. Everything should happen without damaging the environment. What we plan to develop our economic development is called sustainable development. Understand? I hope so. So because of this, Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit in 1902, they have called one summit, means conference. What happened there? June 1992, more than 100 heads of the states met in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil for the first International Earth Summit. The summit was convinced for addressing the urgent problems of environmental protection and the socio-economic development at the global level. The the assembled leaders signed the Declaration of Global Climatical Change and the Biological Diversity. The Rio Convention endorsed the Global Forest Principles and adopted the Agenda 21 for the achieving the sustainable development in the 21st century. See, more than 100 heads of the states joined in the Brazil Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit. That is the first Earth Summit, means save Earth, to protect the Earth. What we can do. Socio-economic development also should happen on the global level, but the global climatical changes and biological diversity also being saved properly. So in 21 agenda they have accepted, they all of them signed for sustainable development in the 21st century. It is the declaration signed by the world leaders. What is that? World leaders in 1992 at the United Nations Conference of Environmental Development UNCED, which take place at Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It aims at achieving the global sustainable development. It is an agenda to combat environmental damage, poverty, diseases through the global cooperation and common interest. Mutual needs and shared responsibilities. One major object of the Agenda 21 is that every global government should draw its own local agenda. So what they said in the 21 agenda means all the global leaders and the world leaders have signed United Nations Conference. They have accepted the agenda and they have decided in the agenda the combat of environmental damage. We have to save our earth, we have to save the poverty also, and diseases through the global cooperation, the common interest. Mutual needs has to be shared, the responsibilities. One major object is in 21 agenda you have to make draw your own local agenda 21 to save these common factors. Hope you understood this. Okay, now continuing this, the resource planning. So they have accepted that should be a proper planning for resource planning. Planning is the widely accepted strategy for judicious use for resource. It has importance. So in that Rio Earth Summit, what they have accepted, decided to draw the local agenda for save the earth, to develop socio-economically. So that resource planning strategy for judicious use resource, it has some importance. That is, in a country like India, which has enormous diversity in the availability of resource, there are regions which are rich in the certain type of resource but are deficient in the some other resource. There are some regions which can be considered self-sufficient in terms of the availability of resource, and there are some regions which have acute shortage of some vital resources. For example, the state of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and Madhya Pradesh are rich in minerals, coal deposits. Arunachal Pradesh has abundance of water resource but lack of infrastructural development. The state of Rajasthan is very well endowed with the solar and wind energy but lack of water resource. The cold desert of Ladakh is relatively isolated from the rest of the country. It has a very rich cultural heritage, but it is deficient in water, infrastructure, and some of the vital minerals. This calls for a balanced resource planning at the national, state, regional, and local levels. So, what this is here, in a country like India, it is which enormous diversity availability resource is there. See, everywhere, everything we don't get. For example, in Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and Madhya Pradesh, lot of minerals deposits are there. Coal is there. They don't have water. They don't have water resource. Lack of infrastructure is there. Arunachal Pradesh, abundance of water is there. Infrastructure is not there, development is not there. Rajasthan, if you take Rajasthan, they have a solar and wind energy is there. Solar and wind energy is there. Lack of water resource. They need water also. Yes. Like that, everywhere, everything we don't get. In Karnataka, we may reach in something. Kerala, they may reach in something else. Tamil Nadu, they may reach in something else. So all resources is required for all of us. So here it is, share the needs of the people, needs of the development, socio-economical development. We have to adjust and we have to share each other. We have to move on. That is the planning of resource. We have to plan first. Yeah, in Jharkhand it is, this is there. Coal is there, minerals is there. Arunachal Pradesh, water resources there. So import from the Arunachal Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, something what they want, they can each other they can import and export, so that like this we can solve the problems. Understand? Hope you understood, and please read the textbook, understand the concept. Which you don't understand, underline, ask me the doubts, or just go through Google it. You will understand each and everything easily. Do some hard work. Being a 10th standard, you must do it. Thank you.